Right now, as you watch this, you're completely blind to almost everything around you. You can't hear the Wi-Fi signals passing through your body. You can't hear the ultrasonic frequencies bouncing off your walls. You can't smell the hundreds of chemical signatures floating in the air. And you have absolutely no idea that every color you've ever seen doesn't actually exist. What if I told you that reality, the real reality, is vastly different from anything you've ever experienced, and that science can prove it? In the early 20th century, German biologist Jakob von Exkull made a startling discovery. He realized that every living creature doesn't just inhabit a different environment, they inhabit a different reality. He called this personal bubble of perception the Umwelt, the sensory world, unique to each species. Think of it this way: evolution doesn't give you the senses you want, it gives you the senses you need to survive. A bat doesn't need to see colors, so it doesn't. A bloodhound doesn't need to read, so visual acuity isn't prioritized. Each creature evolves a custom toolkit of senses, finely tuned for its ecological niche. And here's where it gets wild. Von Exkull theorized that there exists an Umgebung, a complete objective reality containing all possible sensory information. Every wavelength of light, every chemical molecule, every vibration, everything. But here's the problem. No creature can perceive it all. Not you, not me, not anything that's ever lived. Let's make this concrete. Imagine you're at the park with your dog. You're standing in the exact same physical location at the exact same moment in time, but you're not experiencing the same reality, not even close. You see a beautiful sunset, rich oranges and purples painted across the sky. Your dog, however, sees a dull yellowish-blue wash. Dogs only have 2 types of color receptors. You have 3. That sunset you're admiring literally doesn't exist in your dog's world. But here's where your dog wins. While you're admiring scenery, your dog is reading a novel written in scent. That tree you just passed? Your dog knows that 3 other dogs were there, 2 males, 1 female, and can tell which one was there most recently. It can smell the anxiety in the jogger who passed by 20 minutes ago. It can detect the mouse that's hiding in the bush 15 feet away. Your dog is experiencing real, complex information that's completely invisible to you. It's not that your dog's reality is less than yours, it's different. You're both living in profoundly alien worlds, standing right next to each other. And it gets stranger. Consider the mantis shrimp, a creature that makes your visual experience look primitive. While you have 3 color receptors, the mantis shrimp has 16. It sees colors you literally cannot imagine. There are entire bands of the visual spectrum painting its world that are completely absent from yours. Or take the star-nosed mole, functionally blind but equipped with 25,000 touch receptors in its nose, more than in your entire hand. It experiences texture, shape, and space through touch, with a resolution that makes your vision look blurry. Snakes like pit vipers see in infrared. They literally see heat. Bees see ultraviolet light, revealing patterns on flowers that are completely invisible to you. Elephants communicate with infrasound frequencies so low that you can't hear them, but they can coordinate across miles of savanna. Every one of these creatures is experiencing real physical phenomena. The infrared radiation is there. The ultraviolet patterns exist. The infrasonic rumbles are traveling through the air. But you can't perceive any of it. You're surrounded by information you're completely blind to. Now here's the uncomfortable part. If all these creatures are limited by their sensory equipment, what about you? What are you missing? The electromagnetic spectrum is vast. Visible light, everything you can see, is just a tiny sliver, less than 1% of what exists. You're blind to radio waves, microwaves, X-rays and gamma rays, and most of the universe's radiation. They're passing through you right now. You just can't detect them. You can hear frequencies between 20 and 20,000 hertz, but sound doesn't stop there. Whales communicate below your range. Bats echolocate above it. There's an entire acoustic world you're deaf to. Even color, something that feels so fundamental, so real, is just your brain's interpretation of wavelengths. The color red doesn't exist outside your mind. It's a quale, a subjective sensory experience generated by your neurons. An alien with different photoreceptors would experience those same wavelengths completely differently, if at all. Your reality is filtered, compressed, and interpreted. What you experience isn't objective reality. It's your brain's best guess based on limited data. So, is there such a thing as objective reality? Yes. Von Exchool's Umwelt exists, a complete physical world with all information present. But can you experience it? No. You're trapped in your Umwelt, your species-specific sensory bubble. You'll never see ultraviolet flower patterns. You'll never smell the complex chemical stories your dog reads every day. You'll never perceive the heat signatures snakes see, or the magnetic fields birds navigate by. And here's the profound implication. If you can't trust your senses to show you complete reality, then everything you think you know about the world is fundamentally incomplete. You're not experiencing the world as it is. You're experiencing an edited, compressed, and interpreted version, a shadow of objective reality, crafted by evolution for survival, not truth. The real reality? You've never seen it, and you never will. But at least now you know what you're missing. What other aspects of reality might we be completely blind to? Let me know in the comments.